Capricorn, yeah, I'm up here again, Capricorn. How you doing? So we are doing a quick fire round with most of the star signs. I've done Pisces, now I'm going to do you guys. How does your partner truly feel without you? If you guys are in separation, how is your partner truly feeling without you? Okay, so how is Capricorn's partner or person, how do they truly feel without Capricorn? How do they truly feel without Capricorn in their life? So they realise that you are more than likely a Two of Cups. I don't know which camera to show it to, Capricorn. So it could be a Libra, maybe. Sort of like realising that you're going through separation. They're still connected to you, okay? Connected to you, but alchemy, maybe. Four of Cups. Don't forget you can also watch this as a Gemini still, or Life Path 6, because it's still sixes that I deal in. So they've got Scorpio, maybe Aries, Life Path 4, 2, but Six of Cups, separation. 4 and 2, Six of Cups, separation, stubborn, arrogant, not listening to their demands, okay, emotionally distant. Don't forget if you've got ADD, my girlfriend's just told, well, my ex now, Capricorn, just told me how much of a disappointment I am and the hundreds and hundreds of pounds that I've spent and time, how much of a disappointment I am. So you could be coming up like Steve, of where the person thinks that you're a complete disappointment because you have mental health. That's nice, but never mind. But again, a disappointment, cannot seem to be on the same lane, which would mean Page. Emotionally stubborn, not opening up. Normally when people close down, Normington or Norris or whichever, Norman or Nicole, but normally when people close down, that's because of fives. Fours and fives never can seem to get onto the same page. So if you've had a five in your life that's been demanding and blaming and shouting and having a go, playing mind games, can never seem to, you believe in hot, I believe in cold, I want your attention, you don't never give me it, you haven't got any time for me when you have ADD. Again, obviously the person doesn't understand about ADHD and time. Person with ADD can spend hours looking at things and then you're like, hello, are you? And you're like, oh, what's the time? You're like, yeah, you're late. Did you not realise? And you're like, oh, sorry, no, I'm completely like, time is irrelevant. Past, future, present, time, non-existent. They don't even know what day it is. Trust me, I've got it myself. Saturdays and Sundays, no idea. I don't even know what day it is today. I work all through the weekends, and then when it comes Monday, I'm like, oh, is it Monday? Don't know. Don't like Mondays, just like the Boomtown Rats. Right, so time, non-existent. So feelings and emotions, if a person does have ADHD, you're not really going to get that. Okay, you're not really going to get any emotion from them because it's sort of like emotionless, because their emotions are not their own, so it's mental health. So if it is, I'm not saying it is, but if it is, there you go, it's like you're emotionally distant. Okay, you never seem to pay me any attention. You seem to be more worried about working or other things going on in your life other than me. You don't never pay attention when I'm trying to speak to you, when I'm trying to talk to you, don't pay attention. You're horrible to this person, you're a horrible... Sorry, I think I'm kind of like reading my text message aloud. But sorry, Capricorn, I've just been insulted, okay? I try my best, right? People with ADD, they try their best, right? They're not at fault. They can't help it. They're mentally ill, okay? So, I don't know if you guys are dealing with the same energy or people around you that are constantly blaming you, Capricorn. But, again, like I said, you could be Gemini, or again, Jen, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. But as what your partner truly feels without you is... they don't want to know here. This is like, I don't want to know, okay? But like I said, man, if you're Gemini and your partner and you're kind of like, well, they don't want to know me, you're going to get mixed up. Whichever way around it is, someone feels that someone is emotionally distant, they're not really paying attention. How your partner feels without you is awkward. They feel awkward because they're like, okay, then if you're not going to open up to me and what I've got to tell you, then don't open up, then I'm not going to open up. Fours can also blame energies for not doing things the way that I want you to as well, okay? So if your partner, if you do blame your partner, what they see is that what they feel without you is the fact that you've been blaming them all this time, okay? But like I said, man, I ain't a Capricorn, but I've got 3 placements of Gemini. This is kind of how I feel right here. So depending on what aspect you're watching it from, right, especially when I'm doing numerology. but emotionally distant, not paying attention to them. Okay, let's see, how does Capricorn's partner truly feel without Capricorn? How do they feel without Capricorn? So they realize that there's a hell of a lot of dynamics going on. Okay, that you might be the tower can be someone that has temper tantrums, someone that loses the plot really quickly or gets very angry. Now, if you're not an angry person and you're standing up for yourself, then that's being provoked. If you're a person that provokes people to push their buttons, then depending on which aspect you're looking at it from, okay, but how they see this is that there's an ending, there is dynamics, you're always starting off on a faulty foundation because of attention, not paying it, not giving it, okay, emotionally distant, not paying attention to them, not giving enough love, not giving them enough feelings, okay, not being around them all the time, choosing other things in your life that are more important than love. So like work being more important, my job being more important. This can also be my mental health as well, like mental health card. So like, you know, because sevens and fives. But like emotionally distant, okay, paying attention to other things other than them, okay, or them, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. So how does your, I mean, if you're not without your partner, then, you know, right, it's probably not going to relate with you. If you're with someone already, okay, if you're having a lot of arguments but you're with someone, this is how they truly feel, okay. But how does Capricorn's partner truly feel without them? Okay, so you got Leo. So, yeah, my ex is Leo. 7 of Wands, yeah. So this could be an Aquarian or a Leo, because I deal in numerology, life path 7, Cancerian energies. Yeah, blocking them out, not speaking to them, not talking to them, not putting up with demands. How they feel without you is that they're trying to cut you out, but they're still here, but they're also trying to cut you out. So they're trying to blank, and they realize that without you, see, they're very defensive, because a 7 can be very quick to judge someone, right? Very quick to judge, to cut you off. I don't want to listen to you, right? But a person with ADD doesn't listen, right? They find it very difficult to concentrate, right? Concentration skills of a person with ADD, you're like, hello? And you're like, sorry, were you talking? And you're like, yeah, you weren't listening to anything I was saying, were you? And like, what did I say? And you're like, fish in my fish tank. And you're like, fish in my fish tank? What do you mean? Sorry, that's what I was thinking about. What were you thinking about? Right? And you're like, well, you weren't thinking about me, were you? And you're like, you don't consider me. You don't ever think about my feelings or my emotions and what I want, right? Sorry, but when I read emotions and feelings and get into my job, right? So that is pretty much how this person thinks and feels when they're with you. Without you, they kind of feel the same. They're not willing to look at themselves here because they feel and think that you're selfish, okay, that you don't pay attention to them, to their wants, to what they need, their emotional need. Now, I'm sorry if you are an emotional Capricorn that really wants attention from a male that isn't giving you it, okay, because they're male, right? They're like, if a female could get involved with a female, even if you were in a same-sex relationship, you would have a masculine and feminine. So you've got a lot of masculinity here. Like Leo can also be masculine because it's fixed. Scorpio, Aries, like Scorpio, but kind of fixed. Like fixed and cardinal are kind of the same in my aspect. Okay, because it can take a long time to, right? So, like, this could have took, what I'm hearing is a long time to get you to pay attention to me. But again, a long time is time. Again, it's not relevant to a person that doesn't have any. So you don't ever seem to have any time for me. You never seem to give me any attention. Okay, you're always blaming and hating and whatnot. So there's so much like not being on the same page energetically or physically, and also within time, you see, fives are normally what causes fours, right? Fives do, right? That can mean impatient, okay? You're always in a rush to want my attention. And because I'm always in a rush and I don't have any patience, I lose patience with you to cause you to close down. And then I wonder, why do you keep closing down from me? And why do you keep shutting down and being emotionally distant? I keep wondering why the hell that is your fault that you don't do it. So they're blaming. This person's blaming you for being emotionally distant, more than likely from a 5. You got 4, 5, 6, which does mean Gemini, Capricorn, but it can also mean separated from that 6. Now, if I was to keep going on and I was to find a 5 in this reading, it would still show you that, okay, even though it isn't here, people don't normally split up through no blaming, no wanting, no needing, and no demanding. People don't just normally stop and cut people off for no reason. There's always a reason why they do that, okay? So let's see, Capricorn, how does this person truly think and feel about, without Capricorn, without them, how do they feel? So again, there's the 5. You see, you've got a major arcana 5, not the minor ones, the major one. So they realize that you just cannot get on with the 4 and 5, okay, regardless of whether it also be like, say if there is mental health, okay, but 5s always want something to go their way, okay, because they can turn to a 5 of Pentacles, a 5 of Cups, a 5 of Swords, a 5 of Wands, and getting aggressive and easy to cut you off because you're not showing emotion, because you're emotionally distant, because of the 5s that have blamed the 4 to close them down and to shut them off. I'm wondering literally why you keep closing down and shutting me off and not paying me any attention. Right? So again, it's very important to know whether there be attention deficit. 5 is also my attention deficit because it's attention seeking or attention deficit. Okay, 5 of Swords more than likely. So even if it isn't mental health, you're not giving me any attention. You're not paying me any respect or attention for what I do. So what are you with me for? Well, I'm not. So what's your problem? You are. So you're blaming me again and you wonder why the hell I closed down? I don't get it. No, neither do I. Why is that? Because we don't see things the same way. You like to plan things, I don't. Okay, you like to force me to open up when that doesn't work. Okay, I like to tell you what to do, but that doesn't work. I tell you not to do it, but I'm telling you and you don't like being told either. So if I don't like being told and you don't like being told, then we're just getting old. We're just wasting our fucking time, keep trying to tell you and you tell me. Don't work, right? So this is how this person thinks and feels without you, because what I'm saying, is what runs through their head when they get angry that they can't control a 4 or a 5. Can't do it. It won't work. That's why this isn't working. You're not on the same lane with this person, okay? So there you go, there's your quick reading. Okay, if you would like further in-depth readings over on Patreon, I do 2 weekly readings. Each week you get one a bit like this, 7 cards, all clarified. Okay, and then that's one week, and then the next week is from, so like 22nd to the 9th to the 16th. Okay, but all clarified, outcomes, new people, work, money, finances, argument, possible reconciliation or not, or whichever way around. But I hope that you support me over on here. Things are changing. I'm trying to do some quick fire rounds, but all information is provided below. If you like the meditation music that is below this reading, you can hear it in the background. You get it free constantly over on the join button. You also get free live readings when I go live. You can ask me whatever you like. If I get this job, Capricorn, that I'm hoping to go for, well, I'm gone for it, and I'm hoping to get it mid-August. Okay, because I've been told that if it comes, it's there, I've got it, but I've got to wait. If I do get that job, okay, things will change. So what I might do, I might stop Patreon then. I just don't know yet. Okay, it's not happening yet. But I might just go to the join button where I'll make it half the price, so it's cheap for everybody, $4 or $5, right, maybe, okay, and then I will do all monthlies, all weeklies, all of the teaching videos, the live segments, the meditation music that you get free, okay, also going live, you can ask me whatever question you want, and then you also get me channeling the deceased. All of that will be in one package on the join button for about $5. What do you reckon? Do you think that's a good deal? Right, but I've got to wait to see if I get this job first, because I just don't want to kick everybody off Patreon. I don't know. I have ADD, can't make up my mind. Right, but I'm considering maybe something like that in the near future, okay? So thanks very much, guys. Really do appreciate it. There's your quick reading. If you want anything else, please look for Patreon or the join button below. Tarot readings is Patreon, okay? Thanks very much. Really appreciate it. See you soon.